Hello students, welcome to Physics Bouquet. Today's topic is Kirchhoff's law of heat radiation. तो हम यहाँ किरचॉफ्स लॉ डिस्कस करने से पहले कुछ टर्मिनोलॉजीज जो यहाँ यूज होने वाले हैं वो 2-3 ठो टर्म्स डिस्कशन करेंगे, जैसे कि एमिसिव पावर, ऑब्जर्वेटिव पावर और एमिसिविटी। ये तीनों टर्म किरचॉफ्स लॉ ऑफ हीट रेडिएशन में रिक्वायर होगा। तो हम पहले ये तीनों टर्म्स डिस्कशन कर लेते हैं, फिर बाद में वो लॉ डिस्कशन करेंगे। तो हमारा पहला टर्म है एमिसिव पावर। एमिसिव पावर, it is generally denoted by the letter E lambda. Lambda is the symbol for wavelength. तो emissive power of a body is defined for a given temperature, for a given wavelength. Therefore, since it is defined for a given wavelength, therefore a lambda is written. That means emissive power for a given wavelength. So emissive power of a body, emissive power of a body at a given temperature, at a given temperature and for a given wavelength, is defined as the radiant energy emitted, per unit time, per unit wavelength, per unit area. Remember, so emissive power is defined for a given temperature, for a given wavelength, and it is defined as the energy emitted, the radiant energy emitted per unit time, per unit wavelength, per unit area, and it is denoted by E lambda. So since it is energy emitted, therefore it is expressed in joule per second per meter square per unit wavelength. Then absorptive power. It is denoted by the letter A lambda. Absorptive power of a body is defined as absorptive power of a body at a given temperature for a given wavelength is defined as the ratio of energy observed, radiant energy observed per unit time, per unit area, to the energy incident upon that body per unit time for the same area. Let me repeat it. Absorptive power of a given body at a given temperature for a given wavelength is defined as the energy observed, the radiant energy observed per unit time, per unit area, to the energy incident upon that body for the same area per unit temperature, and it is denoted by A lambda. So it is energy observed energy. Here energy means radiant energy. Absorbed by energy incident. This is per unit time, right? Per unit area. Similarly, this is per unit time, per unit area. So it is also defined for a given wavelength. Therefore, lambda is written. So these are emissive power and absorptive power. Then we will define emissivity. Emissivity. This is denoted by a letter small e. Here no lambda is written. It is also a ratio and it has no unit, no dimensions. Our emissive power, absorptive power have units and dimensions of energy per unit area per unit time for a given wavelength. So emissivity is the ratio of emissive power of the body divided by emissive power of a black body. Emissive power of black body. Emissive power of the body is generally denoted by E lambda, and emissive power of the black body is denoted by capital E lambda. So since it is emissive power to emissive power to emissive power, therefore it is the ratio of like quantities, therefore it has no unit and no dimensions. And the value of emissivity depends on the nature of the surface. It is dependent on nature of the surface. On the nature of the surface. जो बॉडी रेडिएशन एमिट करता है वो बॉडी का सरफेस का नेचर के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है, एमिसिविटी. बट योर एमिसिव पावर, ऑब्जर्वेटिव पावर, दे आर not dependent on the nature of the surface. So now after defining these three terms, let us switch over to Kirchhoff's law of heat radiation. Kirchhoff's law of heat radiation. This Kirchhoff's law, it states that the ratio of emissive power, the absorptive power of a body is equal to the emissive power of a black body at that given wavelength. For a given wavelength it is different. So it states that emissive power of a body for a given wavelength to absorptive power of a body for that wavelength is equal to emissive power of a black body, and emissive power of a black body is constant. That means the ratio of emissive power and absorptive power is a constant. So it is the emissive power of a perfect black body. Emissive power of a perfect black body. So this is emissive power of the body concerned, and this is absorptive power of the body and defined for given wavelength, then that is equal to emissive power of a perfect balloon. So you see, if E lambda increases, then A lambda increases. That means more is the emissive power, more will be the absorptive power. So इसको हम प्रूव करेंगे, इसका एक छोटा सा प्रूफ है. Let us consider a body which is enclosed inside an isothermal enclosure. तो हमारा एक आइसोथर्मल एनक्लोजर के अंदर एक बॉडी है. ए बॉडी इज इनसाइड एन isothermal enclosure. Isothermal enclosure means the enclosure is insulated. That means its temperature is not affected by the surrounding. It remains at a constant temperature. Therefore, it is named as isothermal enclosure. Suppose dq is the amount of energy incident per unit area per unit time. dq is the energy incident per unit area per unit time for the wavelength range lambda to lambda plus d lambda. So this is the amount of energy incident on the body. This is the amount of energy incident on the body per unit area per unit time for the wavelength range lambda to lambda plus d lambda, and A lambda be the absorptive power. Absorptive power. What is absorptive power? Amount of energy observed divided by energy incident. And this is equal to our A lambda. That means A lambda multiplied by energy incident will give us energy observed. Therefore, our energy observed, तो ये इंप्लाई करता है एनर्जी ऑब्जर्व्ड कितना होगा? A lambda into energy incident. Energy incident is dq. So A lambda into dq. dq is the energy incident. I am omitting this unit area, unit time. I am omitting. So dq is the energy incident. Then energy observed will be A lambda into dq. This is energy observed and this is energy incident. तो हम जो प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ थर्मल रेडिएशन में पढ़े हैं, कोई एक बॉडी में कुछ एनर्जी इंसिडेंट होता है तो वो कुछ रिफ्लेक्ट हो जाता है, कुछ ऑब्जर्व होता है और कुछ ट्रांसमिट होता है. तो यहाँ ऑब्जर्व हुआ इतना अमाउंट, इंसिडेंट हुआ इतना, तो बाकी रहा रिफ्लेक्टेड अमाउंट और ट्रांसमिटेड अमाउंट. तो रिफ्लेक्टेड अमाउंट और ट्रांसमिटेड अमाउंट कितना होगा? इंसिडेंट एनर्जी minus observed energy. So energy reflected plus transmitted per unit area per unit time कितना होगा बच्चों? dq minus A lambda into dq. Right? So this is the energy reflected and transmitted. Now, this is the emissive power. E lambda is the emissive power. emissive power is defined for given wavelength. So it is the radiant energy emitted per unit area per unit time for given wavelength. Then for d lambda wavelength, d lambda why I am taking? Because initially I have taken wavelength range lambda to lambda plus d lambda. So the range is d lambda. So emissive power for unit wavelength is E lambda. For d lambda wavelength, it is energy emitted is E lambda d lambda. So this is energy emitted. Right? Now, this is energy reflected, transmitted, and this is energy emitted. So, total energy reflected, transmitted and emitted कितना होगा? Total energy reflected, transmitted and emitted, it will be equal to dq minus a lambda dq plus E lambda d lambda. See, energy. So, total energy given out by the body. Total energy given out by the body कितना होगा स्टूडेंट? ये रिफ्लेक्ट हुआ, ये ट्रांसमिट हुआ और ये एमिट हुआ, तो ये तीनों मतलब किसको इंप्लीकेट करते हैं? एनर्जी गिवन आउट बाय द बॉडी. दैट मीन्स दिस dq minus a lambda dq plus E lambda d lambda. dq minus a lambda dq plus E lambda d lambda. This is the energy given out by the body. तो हमारा एनर्जी जितना इंसिडेंट होगा, जितना फल होगा, उतना गिवन आउट होगा. तो टोटल एनर्जी इंसिडेंट इज व्हाट? dq. तो टोटल एनर्जी इंसिडेंट पर यूनिट एरिया पर यूनिट टाइम शुड बी इक्वल टू टोटल एनर्जी गिवन आउट बाय द बॉडी पर यूनिट एरिया पर यूनिट टाइम. सो dq इज इक्वल टू dq माइनस a lambda dq plus E lambda d lambda. You understood? This is total energy incident per unit area per unit time, and this is total energy given out per unit area per unit time. These two should be equal. So dq is dq cancel out. So we get E lambda d lambda is equal to A lambda dq. Correct? Let it be equation number 1. E lambda d lambda is equal to A lambda dq. Now, for a perfect black body, black body, what is the value of A lambda? A lambda क्या होता है? ऑब्जर्वेटिव पावर. ब्लैक बॉडी किसको बोलते हैं? जो सभी वेवलेंथ को ऑब्जर्व कर लेता है. जितना एनर्जी उसके ऊपर इंसिडेंट होगा, जितना वेवलेंथ सबको ऑब्जर्व कर लेता है, तो उसका कोई भी पार्ट रिफ्लेक्ट नहीं होता या ट्रांसमिट नहीं होता. तो A lambda is equal to 1 for a perfect black body, and our E lambda for a perfect black body, we write E lambda is equal to E lambda. For a perfect black body, we write emissive power as E lambda. For other bodies, we use small e lambda. For perfect black body, we use एमिसिव पावर ई लैम्बडा, मतलब ई लैम्बडा के जगह स्मॉल ई लैम्बडा के जगह हम कैपिटल ई लैम्बडा यूज करेंगे और ए लैम्बडा के जगह 1 यूज करेंगे। तो हमारा ये इक्वेशन 1 बन जाएगा, इट रिड्यूसेस टू ई लैम्बडा डी लैम्बडा इज इक्वल टू 1 इंटू डी क्यू, मतलब डी क्यू इज इक्वल टू ई लैम्बडा डी लैम्बडा, राइट। नाउ इक्वेशन 1 में डी क्यू के जगह ई लैम्बडा डी लैम्बडा यूज कर लेते हैं, तो इक्वेशन 1 बिकम्स ई लैम्बडा डी लैम्बडा इज इक्वल टू ई लैम्बडा ए लैम्बडा इंटू ई लैम्बडा डी लैम्बडा. See, this is the expression using perfect black body. For perfect black body, we are using absorptive power 1 and emissive power is denoted by E lambda. So, for perfect black body, this equation 1 reduces to this, and for any other body, this is the expression. Now, this d lambda, after cancellation we get this, E lambda is equal to A lambda into E lambda, or E lambda by A lambda is equal to E lambda, and this proves the Kirchhoff's law of heat radiation. So here you can see this Kirchhoff's law shows that the E lambda, if E lambda is larger, then A lambda must be larger. If emissive power is larger, then absorptive power will be larger. That means if a body is a good emitter of radiant energy, then it must be a good absorber of radiant energy. Good emitter is a good absorber. Then one more conclusion we can draw from this expression, that what is emissivity? We have defined emissivity. Emissivity is what? Emissive power of a body divided by emissive power of a black body. This is emissivity. Now you see, here from Kirchhoff's law we have already proved. Here what is, from this we can write E lambda by E lambda is equal to A lambda. This is from Kirchhoff's law, and this is from the definition of emissivity. Now compare these two. Comparing these two, we will get A lambda is equal to E. मतलब absorptive power of a body for given time per unit area for a given wavelength is equal to emissivity of that body. This is another form of Kirchhoff's law. Kirchhoff's law can also be defined in this way, that Kirchhoff's law states that absorptive power of a given body per unit area for unit time is equal to the emissivity of that body. Right? So, there are students. Now, we have some illustrations of Kirchhoff's law, and the most important illustration, there are many illustrations of Kirchhoff's law, but I'll say one of the most important illustration of Kirchhoff's law of heat radiation is obtaining of Fraunhofer lines. Fraunhofer lines. What are Fraunhofer lines? Actually, students, our sun, it emits radiant energy, and sun consists of a glowing mass at the center, which is called photosphere, and surrounding the photosphere there are elements in gaseous states like cesium, hydrogen, helium, copper, nickel, like. When sun radiates radiant energy, when it emits radiant energy, some wavelengths are observed by those elements. If there were no elements surrounding the photosphere, the spectrum obtained from the sun would be continuous. It would be a continuous spectrum. But since the elements are observing certain wavelengths, different elements observe different wavelengths according to their state of temperature. So when the spectrum is obtained, instead of being continuous, the spectrum of the sun, instead of becoming continuous, it becomes discrete lines. There are some dark lines. Those wavelengths which are observed are not obtained in the spectrum, and in place of those wavelengths we obtained dark lines, and those dark lines are called Fraunhofer lines. It was named after Fraunhofer. Actually it was invented by Fraunhofer, but it was discovered by Fraunhofer, but he could not explain the phenomenon of obtaining those lines. Later on, Kirchhoff explained it, but it is named after Fraunhofer, therefore these are Fraunhofer lines. Similarly, working of thermos flask, it is based on Kirchhoff's law, good observer, good emitter. Then suppose there is a polished metal surface, polished metal, at certain region you put lamp black and apply heat to that metal. Then if you take the metal with lamp black to a dark room, the portion which is containing lamp black, it will glow a lot as compared to the metal surface, because lamp black is a good observer. We know that lamp black, platinum black are approaching perfect black body. So since it is a good observer, it will be a good emitter. So in dark room, when we take it to a dark room, as compared to the polished metal surfaces, the portion containing lamp black glow a lot. These are some illustrations. So let us stop here. Here the video is completed. Have a good day.